Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Duggan, and we're back in Minecraft. Today, we're going to pick up where we left off in the command center. Second floor, we finished the masons and the toolsmiths for quartz. So as long as we have iron to trade, we can have renewable quartz, which is great because we're using that a lot in the walls and the floor. And I want to work on the door and the elevators to the next floor. I want to decide what the floor of the third floor is going to be like and see what we can do in terms of mapping out a potential cross-section of the ceiling. And if we get stuck on something, then we do have a giant pit to dig. So I want to get the power core started, I think, today too. So there's lots of options, which is good. So we'll kind of go with the flow. I hope everyone's having a good week so far. Blue Crow, good to see you. SweetSandi, of course, is here to moderate. Cosmic Dancer is here for a 60 stream streak. That's amazing. Thanks so much, Cosmic. I know you're probably lurking in the background. Appreciate the work and lurk. And if you're working and lurking, I really appreciate it. For anybody out there doing that, it's a great way to help me out. Keeps the stream open on a second monitor. You can kind of like have me on in the background, and it does help Twitch kind of boost me into the eyeballs of other people that might be around to actually participate in chat. So I really appreciate it. Pink floor for a good start to the stream. Sandy, you should know better. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Okay, let's just go take a look and see what's up. So the outside obviously needs a lot of work. We do have this elevator in here. Before I finalize that as a design, we'll try another design over here. And I also want to figure out what's happening with the floor that it goes to, so we know exactly where to have it end up. But a few things that I want to switch in here. This is in the wrong spot. Not liking that very much. It's not in the middle. I think we need two of them. And so if we need two of them, I'm going to bump this up a little bit so that it's centered on this pillar. And then we'll center another one probably on that pillar and go from there. Also, we're missing a couple things. There's no lights there. And there's no back to that light. And I want to see what it would look like if we squeeze a little light into the top stair there. I think that might look cool. I've got no idea what we're doing here. This villager breeder is going to stay here for now, but I'm probably just going to close it off, and we will figure that out later. So if we need more villagers, we can always come back and add those. The villager breeder was really intentioned to be temporary. So I may have to remove those, but that should be easy enough to do if we have to move that somewhere else. I'd like it to be its own building. I think it's important to have these guys here for now. We can always repurpose these guys into librarians, or like we can change them up. So that's not a big deal. Right now, quartz was the priority. So we'll go get the building blocks for the missing pieces. And probably gonna need some andesite and frog lights. I'm gonna need more quartz turned into smooth quartz. So we'll bring this little guy. We're gonna need more coal too. No, it's too bad that you can't dual wield pickaxes. Like, that would be a really neat way in Minecraft to increase mining speed without a beacon. Would be to like basically dual wield a pickaxe and like increase your mining speed. I think that could be kind of cool. think that's all we need. At least for now. Oh no, glass panes. White glass panes, light blue, cyan. Maybe we'll do 3 of these. I don't know, we'll see. Adila, hello, welcome in. The first thing, we're just going to cover this up. And, oh, I should have brought stairs and slabs for those things too. Hold on. We'll go get those. Okay, so I like these things. I think they're cool. I just think that they need to be a little bit more high contrast and a little bit more central. So I don't want it to be like right on top of you when you walk in, but I feel like if we move the whole thing a block this way. All right, so that will give us a center point there. The idea is that it's supposed to look like a hologram that you'd see in certain movies and stuff. But, oh, we need more of those. We need to make more. There we go. Thanks for the clip, Sandy. Right. So I thought these looked better with a little bit of light above them. We could also do more than 2. These are going to be connected if I do it this way. 5 might be too big. Maybe we do a smaller one here. I don't know if a small one's going to work. Did I not bring... Oh, I brought panes. I didn't bring blocks. Oh, the start of a stream after you've cleaned out your inventory when you've just got nothing. Where did... Really? I have no glass blocks? Oh, I was smelting glass blocks at the end of the last stream. That's right. We need to sort out a smelter. I'm starting to feel the pinch of not having a smelter. Catalina, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good morning so far. I need to bring a stone cutter too. while we're waiting for that, put this in. Oh, the glass is already here. Where the easiest place is to get out, maybe over here. So here I was thinking we could do light blue and white, maybe? They do look a lot better with the end rods on the top of them. Oh, the white doesn't really show up very well, does it? It's good contrast between the two, but it's very transparent. We could go for something really high contrast, like orange and yellow or something. That could be kind of fun. Those are kind of good contrasting colors. Oh crap, my yellow texture hasn't been fixed. That's annoying. I don't know that I like that color pop in the room. I think it would work better if we had 3. If I was going to do an orange and a yellow one, I would do like a blue one, an orange and yellow one, and then another blue one, but we don't really have this space. I guess we'll just go back to the blue. I keep on forgetting to change this texture or fix it. I'm not sure why it's like that. It wasn't like that before. Orange and blue is not bad. What does orange and cyan look like? I think maybe a third color would be good. That does kind of look like the kind of thing that you'd see in a sci-fi film. Maybe we'll use the orange as a bit of a highlight. It's kind of a fun, happy accident. Yeah, I think 3 colors communicates the idea of it being a hologram a bit better. Yeah. Let's put this up here. A little bit too much like a grid. Need to have something that connects. Yeah, I think that's okay. Now this is just kind of a temporary solution. I don't know what else I could do. We could try the other way around. No, I think I like them better the other way, because then we could still have something on top. So if I decide to get into some custom map art, we could potentially have something here that looks like a control console. We still could. We could put a couple of buttons down there, maybe. And then this, I wanted to mimic the outside. Maybe that has to go back by one. Maybe that has to be just a little bit off, so it's not a complete mirror. Maybe drop it down by one. We don't have anything like a shelf for gray. They need a gray wood. I really feel like we need a gray wood in the game. Speaking of updates, I had a good look at the baby animals from the 26.1 snapshot 2, which is simpler to understand but longer to say, kind of a weird way they've changed stuff. And I like most of them. I think the only thing that looks, the bunny looks a little bit weird. I think the animation of the bunny needs to be potentially revisited a little bit. Maybe what we should do is just have this be full on a block lower. Yeah, that's looking better. If we do that, then maybe we can do something different at the bottom too. Oh, wow. Very fast to remove. Create some sort of illusion that this is something more important or more interesting. This could be white. This could be quartz. We could continue the stripe around. Let's go get the cyan terracotta. I'm kind of just designing this to look finished enough. I don't know yet what we're going to do with this part of the room. But I was thinking, oh man, I keep on forgetting things. At least we're close by. The baby sheeps need some work. Yes, that was my next thought as well. I think the sheep in general could use... I think they should give the sheep... I know it's like this iconic derpy sheep, but the sheep really need to have the pig treatment with the snouts. Same way, the cows got that when they updated it too. Happy Fella AU, hello, how's it going? Are you tuning in from Australia? So this could look like some sort of vault or something. Yeah, I think turning this into quartz is going to be good. I will have to... I'll probably find another home for the villager breeder. And I guess I should have brought... Do I have iron to get more quartz? I do. I have to say, that's pretty easy. I'll have to do the zombified thing. Once I decide where I'm going to keep these guys, then we'll probably have to do the whole zombie cure thing. Hi from Australia, very cool. Does the wandering trader always annoy you when you build? Yes, that's why we've turned them off on the server. Yep, we don't have them. We had them for a while because that was how we used to get mini blocks for a data pack. But now we just get mini blocks from the stone cutter. So you can put... Oh, I wish there was glass mini blocks. That'd be cool. That data pack must not be working right now. I just realized the data pack's not working. Oh no, there it is. I guess there's not mini blocks for quartz blocks? Oh, there is for quartz, just not smooth quartz. Yeah, so we get the mini blocks from this data pack now. So the wandering trader, we just turn it off. No, they don't do it naturally. It was a data pack that we installed to try to make the wandering trader more useful, because as an 8-year-old server, we just have no use for the wandering trader. This is going to need some sort of depth, I think. Probably with glass and lanterns. That looks pretty cool. We'll just switch them up so that they're like the other ones. Let's see. 3. Oh no, we'll go there. That should be pretty close to the design of the walls, but a little bit different. Missed a spot in the corner. I don't know. I feel like we might want to reduce the size of that light spot. I like the bottom ones. They're okay. They're a little low, maybe? I could do vertical lines that cross the... Like these ones here. That could be kind of cool. I also need to fix that one. Yeah, I don't have enough room to do the top light if I did that. Maybe we could switch them and do a bottom light? I'm not crazy about the andesite either, because it's the same as the floor. Do we do a row of them or do we just do 3? I think 3 looks better. Lodestone has a different gray with same some patterns. Not sure you looked at that for this build. No, I don't think I have. Lodestone. Right. Don't know about that for this one. That'd be a little bit repetitive. I do want to bring in some of the other quartz blocks. So like these guys could maybe go in between here. My main thing is I'm trying to decide if I want to cross the black line here. No, I think I like it better before. But the top part, I don't like. Not a fan of that. Now it just looks like a face. Maybe we'll just do the same pattern. We'll just do three lights. Sometimes the best solution is the simplest one. Not my favorite. What about just a smaller version of these guys? That could work. We might even be able to use the trick with a slab. So I could try the middle one. It's a lot more quartz. I think I might like that better. What do we think? The little one or the tall one? I think the little one is less. It makes it look less face-like if I had all three of them the same. I'd love when you leave yourself enough depth to accomplish this stuff. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, this is a sci-fi themed area. That's why everything looks so sci-fi. Hold on. I don't know if you were here when I was outside. Blast Jordan, hello. So this is the main base on a sci-fi mushroom island. The theme we're going for. Some temporary farms over there. And we're currently trying to build out the inside of these big wings. I think that looks okay for now. I think what we're going to do, though, we're going to change this out for polished tough. So it's different than the floor. Then we have to figure out if we're going to keep the lights. I think we're going to move the lights on the floor to line up more with stuff. So we're probably going to move this. I don't know if I want to drop this down or not. I think I might like that better. Either way, these are definitely moving. But I think there needs to be more of them. And they maybe should be one to the side here. Yeah. So I'll have to do some under the ground messing around. All right, I need the shulker box for tough. Let's just bring the whole thing. Shulker box for tough. Some dirt, maybe. Do we use... I actually quite like that, so maybe we'll try to mimic that as well. So I've got tough in the top, I guess, little bays that we've got going on. That's a different shape. Maybe we'll go along here. Nope. Hopefully I have enough. come on. I think that's just about everything. Cool. Mikatu, hello. How's your day going so far? Yeah, I think that works better than the andesite. Feels a little bit more finished. So now it's just a matter of doing the floor. And I think what we'll do is we're going to try one side all glass. And then we'll try the other side with the actual lights and see what we like. So that has to be the light. All we have to do is just that. There's always one that you can't reach. I don't think I have a way back up there. Oh, yes, I do. I'm going to have to move some of my shulker boxes here. Would also be good to just look at it without the lights. Be worth it too. Now iron. That can go back in here. Stream time's an hour already? Holy crap. That did not take very long. Thanks. Appreciate that. So this is unlit on the right. It's not bad considering we've got lights here now and lights here. It gets down to 8, 9. This stays up around 11, 12. I don't mind these. I think I might ditch the first one. And I think I might ditch the last one. So we'd only have the lights in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the middle. And this one we just wouldn't have there. Alternatively, we could do it above the surface. Or not, or at the surface, I guess. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, fewer looks better, but now it's just a matter of choosing between these two. It's tough. What do we think? I kind of like the one on the left, just for something different. We could also try this with light gray glass, so it would blend in a little bit more. It wouldn't be quite as obvious up against the andesite. Lower ones, yeah. Cool. I'm going to take a break. I do this once an hour, folks. If you are new to the channel, I think it's a pretty healthy way to stream. Gives me a chance to grab another cup of coffee. You can grab a friend, grab a snack. I'll be back in 6 or 8 minutes. All right, so I think people are saying glass. I think so too. Miss Ma'am, welcome back. How's your week going? Yeah, well, I'm going to try the gray glass just to kind of see if that makes a difference. Goonie Katie, hello, hello. I gotta go down below. Oh, it'll be easier to see if I do it up here first, I guess. So hard to see. Just easier to do it this way than to try to guess. That's probably good. Yep. Okay. This build is epic. And the shaders are cool. Thanks. Chef's kiss. Nice. Glad you like them. I wish I had more frames per second. I'm kind of disappointed that I can't get even more. I need to look up maybe some potentially better settings for Minecraft for my AMD 9060. But we get 70 frames a second when I'm streaming. I get more like 80 to 100 when I'm not streaming. But if I turn shaders off, the frame rate jumps to like the 400 or something crazy. It's very smooth. It doesn't look terrible without shaders. It's still pretty fun. I do feel like there's some purple happening somehow. I'm not sure whether that's because it's the biome or what. But the shaders definitely help a lot. Like, end rods don't look very good without shaders. This looks cool, but kind of bland. But then when you turn the shaders on, much nicer. And what do we think? Light gray glass on the right or white glass on the left? I honestly think the white glass might blend in more. Ms. Mist, what's easier to see without the shaders? My chat room is not scrolling right. Annoying. White? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I feel like the white looks less like a pit. When you get far away from these with the gray glass, it reads too much like a hole rather than a surface you can walk on. Okay. The only other thing I wanted to try, I can't talk today. I wanted to try to put some different material maybe here. Yeah, I think I like that. We could also put glass down there. That's kind of cool. What do we think about that? I think we might still need the lights. Leans more into the hologram thing. Yeah, I like that too. We'd have to add more stuff below, but maybe that's what we could do with this. The idea of having a different material. We could do this. Now, do we want it to be the same color frog light, or do we want to try a different color frog light? We'll try 2 of them together. All that work I did to just put these lights in the floor, and I'm gonna have to redo them. Remove them. Oh no. Not what I wanted. Oh. I don't know, I kind of like the orange. Namer, I hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome in. Blue Crow was on a 5-stream streak. Fantastic. I could also change the color of the glass we're using too. Which can dull it a little bit. It sort of disappears. So it becomes almost invisible. That's not great. What about orange or yellow glass? Or cyan, maybe? The white tends to look a little bit nicer. The nice thing about the colors is that it has that very high contrast rim to it, so it really does feel like there's something there. I don't like the orange. Glass, anyway. And can't say that I'm a fan of the cyan. It's not terrible. Cyan over this probably looks bad. I think we're gonna go with the ochre frog lights and the white glass. Try yellow just in case. Because I've used yellow downstairs. The yellow really matches the ochre frog lights, I have to say. It sort of makes it look like the light is bouncing around. And we can't put stairs there because they wouldn't show up. Where did I put all that stuff? In here? Oh, that doesn't work on that end. I kind of like that. What do we think about that? I think we have to stick with white glass there. Or maybe no glass? You like that too? I wonder if that looks better with the purple ones. Let's just do this one. This is a smaller one to change. Frutchy, rating with a party of 26. Thanks so much, Frutchy. Welcome in. Need more quartz. What were you up to on stream today? Karami, welcome in. Frutchy, hello. Minecraft, what were you doing in Minecraft? Thanks for the shout out for Frutchy. SweetSandi, appreciate it. Folks, if you're new coming in with that raid, my name is Joel Duggan. I stream and I podcast full time. You were digging a little hole in the base. Nice. We have a hole to be dug. We've got this sci-fi build going on, and we've got this power core idea in the middle. So this section here has got to be dug down like 30 blocks. Should be kind of cool looking when it's done. So right now we've got a villager trading hall for quartz, and so we've made this kind of sci-fi looking area, and we're trying to do these hologram consoles in the middle, and we've just sort of come up with a new design here to see what we like for some short one. If you're wondering why my voice might sound familiar, I am one half of the Spawn Chunks podcast, which is all about Minecraft. There's a new episode out right now. I also do the Citadel Cafe, which is about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment, and that is out now as of Christmas Eve. It was episode 500. So those don't look as good exposed. These look better exposed. They kind of look like projectors as opposed to... These ones have such a high contrast edge that I'm not a big fan. So let's take these out and do orange ones. But let's do that with the glass and see if we like the glass better. Right, so it doesn't look as constructed. I think if we do this, then we have to do the stairs. And we can have with or without. I feel like without is a little bit brighter. All right, let's just complete this one then. Folks in my chat, if you want to go follow Fretchy, there's a shout out for Fretchy in chat. Please go say hello and drop a follow. Thanks again for the raid. I really appreciate it. And yes, of course, if you've got a raid run, that is par for the course. I often have to do the same when I raid. So thanks again for sharing your viewers. Appreciate it. I'm not sure, but for folks coming in from Fretchy's stream, it's pretty chill around here. We tend to keep a pretty chill stream. So hopefully that's what you're looking for. All right, what do we like, chat? This, I'm not crazy about being able to see down here. I do like the fact that it's all white when you're up to this one. But if we turn any of these into stairs, then you can't see the it'll hide the lights. We could not do the corners. Have it line up like that, maybe. That looks like it's a little bit more. I like that it's looks like it's attached. Hmm. It is a tough question, yeah. Mm-hmm. We're going with one of these two. This feels a little bit more like a dedicated projector. Like it feel the rim here feels a little bit more dedicated, and I like that it's not showing the full block. And the glass does take the contrast down. All right, I think we're gonna go with the exposed and the stairs. I need more things. Of course I'm out. So what do we think between these two? There's the only difference is the glass blocks the white glass on top. I think I like them. Provides a little bit of structure. Now we just need to smelt the whole thing just to get. Cool. I think that's it. Now, I kind of feel like we don't need these lights. Yeah, I don't think we need them. It's a little dark on those spots. It's too bad that these block light, because we could put a light block behind them, but they block the light, which is too bad. Do they? They let a little bit of light out. Huh. I don't think I knew that. That's cool. It kind of... These are shader lights, or shader effects, but there's no actual light on the ground. The 9. Does it actually change? Or is it just the shaders? No, it's just the shaders. Still worth doing if it gives a little bit of extra variation to the floor. Cool. Yeah, there's still like that dark spot there and this dark spot here. Now this might change depending on what we do on the walls here, but yeah. Don't know what we could do. Any thoughts from chat? Do we prefer still having the lights in? It does sort of even out the lighting a little bit. Light gray carpet doesn't look good. It creates a lip, but also it just looks like carpet. It doesn't look like metal or flooring. All right, well, for now, I think we'll put them back in. Also, Piginator, welcome in. Whoops. It does sort of look better. Okay. So now what I'd like to do is try to come up with a design for this front part. All the tuff is in here. So we have an opportunity to change the floor, which I like. So we've got different things between the doors down there. So that could be something we do. Overall, I definitely want to do something with stairs and slabs, and I feel like we may actually want to do some quartz here too. which means I should go get some iron and get some more quartz. Okay. Nice. Everybody's doing their trades at the same time. Wow, that's like 2 stacks of emeralds. Granted, it was probably several stacks of iron. Sometimes I wish the range on XP was a little bit longer. Miss Ma'am, thanks very much for being here. Have a great day. Appreciate it. Always nice to see people coming back. I was not paying attention to how many iron I actually used. I mean, whatever. We've got an iron farm in the server. It's all free. And not far. So. I think it was a stack of iron blocks, essentially. So we started sort of shaping something here, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what I want. I do like what we have going on here, so maybe we'll just mimic this. And we'll need smooth quartz, I guess. Kind of want those to be thicker. What does this look like? I'll just use regular quartz for now. Yeah, I feel like a double wide is going to be better. really be doors in here, I don't think. Unless we put a door at the front. So previously I was thinking about having an actual door kind of come out from behind. Like that. I do like the layers. The layers does look good. Maybe we can try it over here. Yeah. Maybe we just do like a single layer door. We could try two. I wonder if these would look better as the regular quartz blocks. Oh, that's oak farther. Whoops. That's right. I do like having the thicker bulkhead. It looks more robust. Take care, Blue Crow. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And this is obviously wider. Oh, I think I like the wider better. Or at least I like the top shape better. There might not be enough contrast between iron and the quartz. Not the best time of day to be checking this. Whoop! The railing does not necessarily protect you. It's more for looks. Yeah, I like the oval shape. I think that's cooler. Question is, I guess I could come out by one block. If I wanted it to be symmetrical, I could change the depth a little bit. put a door here too. It just looks kind of unnecessarily thick for such a small room. But I'd have to put something there. What did I do down there? It was deep slate? Yeah. We could put the door in the ceiling. It doesn't have to be vertical. We could have it be like a horizontal door. Oops. I like the separation. That's cool. And what this will help with in other rooms is that if we decide that we don't want andesite to be the floor, this will be a nice separation between the andesite out here, which is probably going to stay, and in here we could make this whatever we want. So if we wanted to do a flip in a different room and have the floor be quartz, just like we made the floor quartz down there, right? Like that, then we could have darker walls or like other things going on, right? Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. And let's grab the smooth quartz. Yep, I like that. Now this could just be framing, I guess. What do we think? Do we like that? Or do we prefer the smooth? I think the smooth is winning me over. It is nice to have a difference, I guess, but this part here I don't like, where the texture lines up with the stair edge. I much prefer cleaner look. Love Liberty, hello, welcome back. Thanks very much. Yeah, having a good stream so far. Getting a lot done. I really like the way that this room looks now. I'm really quite happy with it, especially when you think about like the inspiration that we had. The two images that I was bouncing back and forth between yesterday were this one and that one. Not copying either one, just kind of taking some ideas from both and trying to turn them into some Minecraft ideas. And I think it worked out pretty well. See, unfortunately, this needs to have a symmetrical look. I don't think I want something dark here, even though that looks really cool. From a contrast sort of idea. First off, I guess I need to bring this forward. Uh-oh. Man, they follow you right to the next bed, don't they? Oh wait, that has to be out one, doesn't it? It's just tall enough that I need to get on scaffolding. Stream time's at 2 hours. Thanks, Sandy. That's really hefty. I wonder if it would be worth it to do a step back on either of these. So to have this come in there, that goes there. Kind of the best of both worlds. That might work. We can try it one on each side and see what looks good. I am very glad that I have quartz trades. I can tell you that right now. We could potentially have the door look like it comes down from the top. On that note, I need to take a break. Give me 6 or 8 minutes, folks. I'm going to grab another glass of water. Grab a stretch. You can grab a friend. If you're watching this later on Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube, then good opportunity to like the channel or like the video and subscribe to the channel. You know the drill. I really appreciate it because the YouTube channel is one of the ways I can make money when I'm not streaming. The ads and stuff on the channel do help quite a bit. So check it out, and I will be right back. More rain, and I think it's a thunder shower, so we can at least sleep through it. Thanks, Sandy. I never thought to try to use some stripped pale oak with quartz. Feel like we tried it? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a different direction on the texture, and it's a different, more purple. Got a colder hue to it. Never mind. I knew I tried it. I knew there was something. I'm gonna go get some orange terracotta, I think. Or yellow terracotta. We will have to go get some more honey blocks. Road trip. That means going to go see Alistair. I should really set up my own honey farm. These are from the middle. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got this. Why can I not pick block that? That's weird. We have this weird thing going on where some of my blocks have different components, like 10 components versus 11. It's because I think I dyed it with a data pack, and they treat it, the game treats it like a different block. It's really annoying. But there's all lights. 2, 3. So those would be bubble columns, not. That would be place where the columns go. Imagine the kind of bee variants you might get on a mushroom island. Yeah, it'd be cool if they were mushroom variants of all the animals. That would be kind of funny. Be a lot of models for and a lot of work for not much payoff though. So eventually the water columns will go there and there, which means those have to be honey. And then this is where I think that's how I did it. Oh, right now it's just straight up andesite. Yeah, honey block in between and then yellow behind. I would do it. Honey block in between. Yeah, I would do it this way. Yeah, I can't pick block these at all. It's these ones that should really be yellow. Because that's going to be a honey block. And that's going to be honey block as well. So this should probably be all encased in terracotta. For the whimsy, yeah. Oh yeah, we got a long ways to go. Oh, I went too high. Right. I think we decided this was going to come down. I don't know why I need 2 elevators. Well, at least we'll go with it for now, I guess. On this side, I wanted to try 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. So on this side, I wanted to try pushing these back. Still gonna go with smooth quartz, I think. Oops. Actually ran out of smooth quartz. change these. We'll have to come up with something in here too, because this could be recessed or changed, or I don't even know. Like, this is just the outside wall. Like, we need to figure out what this is actually going to look like. I don't think it's going to look like that. That's probably too high. It was a nice compliment Impulse gave me on stream yesterday. Yeah, that was really cool. It was, I mean, Impulse is a great dude anyway. But yeah, it was cool. We rated Impulse yesterday for folks that weren't here. And he said he saw some of the screenshots of the Sci-fi build, and that he was getting inspiration from it, and he might actually take some of the things that I was doing and potentially put them in the silo build that he's doing on Hermitcraft. Not like copy, but like he liked probably the shape language and some of the ideas and colors that I had, and he thought it would be fun to kind of put them into his own build, which I thought was really cool. Oh crap, that's not right. You know, I don't think I like that. I think I prefer that. I think we want to switch. We might want to have terracotta in here. We've got those orange bits too. Don't have any yellow glass. That's out too far? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this will work functionally either. We'd have to have that. Yeah. Change this back. I never thought, I guess we could change that to something else. Question is, do I have some terracotta? If I got a regular terracotta, I can just dye that and not have to worry about the data pack screwing things up. I forgot that we went and mined some terracotta the other day. I think that was last week. I kind of like that step back. Try it differently over here. Don't know which one I like better. I guess we could figure out where the ceiling is going to go here too. So we've got this a good 2 blocks lower. 1, 2, yeah. I want that to be 1 higher maybe. Boicars, hello. No, that doesn't leave a lot of room between. Well, no, that's the next floor. That means we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I prefer the lower. I prefer the lower version. Yeah. Now, I think this could maybe get doubled up. Now outside, I do kind of like the second layer. So we could change that to be tough maybe to match the back. I don't know. And we need it to be not andesite. I know that much. I'd like to also have some lights in here. We can probably do lights on this sky, because this was nothing at the bottom until there. Oh, that's probably the wrong order. I line them up with the glass. Didn't I have more than just one pane of orange glass? I guess I used them all in there, did I? Oh, this isn't going to look as cool. Because it's going to connect to the honey blocks, I think. Or maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, cool. I like that. But then I've got the lights in the wrong spot. So it should go like this. And then we'll switch to that goes there. No! Not what I wanted to do. That's the idea. And then I cover this up here. And then the lights are in line with the orange. Then we don't have much for lights down here. I feel like we need to have more lights down here. Ugh. Glad scaffolding doesn't get washed away. I don't know if I like that. Maybe we'll put it up here. I think that's better. So then along here, we'll start with this one. And we might be able to use these on the outside the wall too. That looks cool inside. And then over here, if we're switching to, I'm not sure if this is going to go out. We need to have, yeah, I think we probably need a depth change there. We've got the room for it. I think this was supposed to go out one at some point. So go up here. And get rid of that. And then probably have this come down by 2. And have this go out to meet it somehow. We've got a little bit of room in here that we could play with some lighting. I like that design I did inside with the stairs and the slabs. That won't necessarily work here. It's a little bland. We'll have to come up with something else. Not something different, but something additional to make it work. So probably stairs. Nope. The speed that you have to work when you're doing survival designing is very different, I find. But I think it's a good way to communicate that, because a lot of people play survival, and I think it's a good way to show like stuff like this just takes time. I think that's good enough for now. Oh, come on. Thought I had shift pressed down. 4. Starting to see how it's coming together. And we've got enough room here that we could do like a 3 sort of light thing in the side. Don't know how. We would have enough room to put them in there. So maybe purple. I don't think I want to get into the greens. We might try them for fun. I don't know if they go well with... And they sort of go well with it. Nah. I like the position, it's just that not the right block. Hmm. I think purple probably. Just to kind of have something on the outside and have it look good. I think I've got more tough. Not. We'll have to go make some. Oh no, here it is. Now, I don't remember where that started. Right in line with the here. So it's basic, but it gets the job done. And then we can just do the same thing. I guess inside is all going to be quartz, isn't it? Whoops. That seen from the outside. This could end up being slabs. We needed it to be. I think it would be cool in here if there was different design. I guess we could go dark as well. At that point, you're inside the elevator, and this won't connect, which is good. Guess we could go that far. That's going to all be quartz, I think. Yeah. Still a lot of quartz to price down. We're going to have to make some more. I think that side's closer to being finished. That misses some quartz there. And then on this side, I need one there. And, how many blocks is that? 3? 3. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to have to be a different design decision from inside. That might be better off being a larger door. Yeah, I think it's going to be better to be wider. So we'll probably start the stairs here at the same level that they start inside, I think. But that poses its own problems too. Split the difference and maybe have them just one block lower. Also, I think I like the deep slate. This could have also been slabs too. Be careful with stuff like that in the future. When we do the final elevator, we'll have to change this out to slabs, save ourselves some blocks. The thing about working with different heights is that you end up dropping blocks all over the place. I find this a lot when I'm doing different design iterations and I'm going up and down and up and down. I'm always leaving blocks kind of hovering on the edges of things. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. No, one of that one lower. Not... Yeah, that does not look good. So I think it has to be the same. It has to be symmetrical like that. I'm going to need some sort of border there, though. That might be a good spot to have a slab. It's expensive when you can see both sides of the pillar because you have to use full blocks of quartz on both sides. SweetSandi, thanks very much. I'm glad you like it. Expensive but awesome. Thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel too. I brought over all the deep slate. So this will keep the slabs will keep from attaching to the glass. Could maybe even go with another row. And then remove the row that's out the back there. So you don't see it behind the glass. So then what do we put on top of the glass? Maybe just orange glass itself? Heads up, stream's at 3 hours. Thanks, Sandy. Yes, I do have to run. Got some stuff I need to do this afternoon. We don't need any of this stuff here. Collect all the things. We should be able to finish it from the other side, I think. Maybe not finish it, but certainly get it sorted. Ugh, silly scaffolding. Almost. What I might end up doing is taking some of that tuff at the top and just putting in a band of tuff. I can't do, it's not 2 full blocks, it's like a block and a half. At least do the top. I am definitely done with scaffolding for the day. Definitely done with scaffolding for the day. Not bad. And then we'll connect the bottom here. I think I have enough. Of course I don't. I don't know about that stripe. Because it doesn't line up with the slab there. It might not be the best thing to do. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. We'll test it, see what it looks like. Cool. So we'll probably try to finish this off tomorrow. Unless I decide to play something else tomorrow. I missed out on the Steam sale. I just kind of blanked and forgot that it was over yesterday, so I didn't pick up anything new. But maybe we'll try Enshrouded tomorrow. But that's not bad. Obviously, what's going to help is like whatever shapes we do up here will help kind of cap that off, I think. Down here, we have a lot of layers over the doors, and I think we'll have some more layers and stuff up here too. I don't know what the third floor looks like, so I haven't really tested that, but pretty good. Pretty good overall, I think. I really like the holograms in the middle now that we've added the orange bits to them. I think it's a kind of a nice Minecraft-y type nod without having to get into like custom map art. I feel like it's a cool thing. It reads pretty well as like some sort of holographic display. It is strange that they all face the wrong way, but there's no other way to do it unless you have them like on top of their workstations, I think. Yeah, if I was to do it again, I would probably hide the villagers. I would have some sort of mechanism that would hide them. I don't know, I feel like I want more details. Especially like along here. Don't want more lights. I feel like I want like custom map art, and I think there's going to be a time in the future where I do some custom map art, and then gonna go around the whole base and just put in different custom things. So anyway, let's see who's live. I can pass you along to somebody else playing Minecraft or other things. Pix is live, but probably switching to something else. If anybody's in Pix's chat, can you let me know whether he's switching soon? There's also Tanisha. He's switching. Yeah, okay. Is Impulse live? I'll send you back over to Impulse. Yeah, I'll read you Impulse again. Translated the inspiration images so well. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll go to Impulse because Impulse is just fantastic and fun. Cool. I'll be back tomorrow, 9 o'clock Atlantic. Normally it's a Lego stream, but it is going to be either Enshrouded or Minecraft. And I will kind of let people know in the Discord what's going on. And hopefully we can figure out some cool ways to build in either game. And check out the Spawn Chunks podcast and the Citadel Cafe. They're both free wherever you get your podcasts. And if you listen on Spotify, you can actually use Spotify. If you're a member, you can listen to the member-only bonus content on Spotify as well. So that's brand new. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Thanks very much for moderating, SweetSandi, and bye for now.